y'all. So y'all saw the thumbnail. So let's talk about this. So on that very thumbnail, you can see the records, the professional boxing records of Elif and Caroline Dubois. And you also see the question. Alycia Baumgardner, are you afraid to get your pretty little face punched up? Because let's just be real, y'all. Let's be real. And that same interview, that same photo of Alycia Baumgardner's face is from that same interview where the interviewer is asking her questions about Caroline Dubois. Now, I agree with Alycia Baumgardner or any other fighter that says the fight that's important to me right now is the fight that I'm going to be in, right? My next fight, which is with Elif, November 28th. That's the questions that every reporter should be asking about, is the fight that's going on. That's the fight that's being promoted. Okay, see, but the hypocrisy is where I have to disagree with Alycia Baumgardner and understanding why people do what they do when it comes to asking certain questions. Because, first off, Alycia Baumgardner talks a lot of shit. Secondly, the guy that's asking her about, fighting against Caroline Dubois. Oh, but he's British. You can hear his accent. So what? I don't care if he's a damn father. I don't care if he's Caroline Dubois' father. The reality is, Alycia Baumgardner is talking, and the words are not adding up. Okay? And pretty much, he asked her, what makes you say that Caroline Dubois is not on your level? Like, what is it about her to make you say that? Alycia Baumgardner says, well, she's not on my level because she doesn't have my experience. And she's talking like she's so accomplished to the point where, like, she's clearly trying to make herself, or she see herself as a much bigger boxing star than she actually is. Clearly, you can see that. She's not that chick. She's good, she can fight, but no, she is not. She is trying to push this I'm the face of women's boxing narrative to the point. She's the only fucking one saying it outside of the little bootlickers that find her attractive. Other than that, I don't care about all that. Especially if listen, if she was fighting the very best female fighters that she can fight, at least she can say, hey, I'm out here and I'm fighting. I don't care about all these claims of who's who. But at least back it up. At least be able to look at your resume and say, damn, my resume measures up to that person's resume. My accomplishments measures up to that person's accomplishments. Because to talk the way she's talking, you think that she was as accomplished as Clarissa, or as accomplished as Katie or Amanda. And she's not. Clearly, she's not. Now, with that being said, when she says that Caroline Dubois simply doesn't have her experience, well, neither does Elif. I mean, Caroline, what, 13 fights, 1 draw? Elif 14 wins, and Caroline 13 wins and 1 draw? Caroline has 90 rounds of boxing. She's experienced 90 rounds of boxing as a pro. Elif has experienced 73. So there's no real, Caroline's been pro for about 5 years. Elif has been pro for about 6 years. So neither one of them have your experience, if that's the case. And the thing is, to say that you have more experience, but you have, 19 pro fights altogether? So you're still in the teens with them. You understand what I'm saying? You're in the teens with them. What happened to all that bull crap that people talk about? Oh, well, Layla Ali was 25-0 or whatever, and Clarissa didn't get to 25. Okay, well, goddamn. But here's the deal: she's accomplished so much more than Layla Ali did, in a much shorter time. But at the same time, we're not going to acknowledge that because, well, yeah, then you got a point there. Let's not. Why you want to bring that up, Aries? Yeah, don't make sense, Aries. Come on, man. Sound stupid like the rest of us. So now, all of a sudden, you talking about experiencing. I've been fighting since I was 8 years old. Who cares? Who cares? You could have been fighting since you was 8 months. Now you're starting to see, and this isn't a, hey, let's rally up against Alycia video. That's not what I do. I'm saying, let's look at the logic, the reason, and the truth. You're starting to see a whole lot of comments now in the comment sections of these videos saying, oh, stop making up excuses. You simply don't want to fight Caroline. You're talking about your experience and you've been fighting since you were 8. This is the thing that they're saying. But you still don't want to fight Caroline. Only thing you're experiencing is pimples. Oh, fight Caroline, fight Caroline. This is all you're seeing now. I told you guys, she tried to build her foundation the wrong way. What she did is what she did. And I'm talking about in terms of who she fought, all up until the point where she disrespected Claressa Shields for no damn reason. Just completely came out of nowhere and said what she said. Case in point, that's not a good reason to like a boxer. The reason to like a boxer is what they do from bell to bell. Now, in terms of liking them personally, y'all, a lot of y'all are weird. I don't know these people personally, so no, I'm not friends with them. I don't want to exchange numbers with these people and hang out. And no, I'm not a fan. I'm not any of that personal stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And here's the deal. If you're so dismissive of Caroline Dubois questions, you should be even more dismissive of Claressa Shields questions, because at least Caroline, you're now in the same weight class. Okay, and Caroline wants to fight you. You're never going to fight Claressa. You never were going to fight Claressa. Okay, it was all clout chasing. And everybody, even the dumbest of dummies, knows that this is, they know this. Claressa's team, her promoter already made this known several times already. Nobody from Baumgardner's corner, nobody has clapped back to say anything. Nobody has said anything to even challenge that. So we're not stupid, man. We know what this is about. We already know. So you're dismissive of Caroline Dubois questions, someone who is an actual viable opponent, and should be, but you're all down for talking about Claressa. You don't mind talking about Michaela Mayer. And then all of a sudden she wants to give compliments to Michaela Mayer. Like, I'm like this woman. And every second she get Jake Paul. I want to thank Jake Paul. I want to thank Jake Paul. And I'm just sitting here looking like, wow. I know I'm not the only one that see this. But this is what I said. So those people that all of a sudden start talking good about you, it wasn't because they care about you, Alycia Baumgardner. It's because you were talking shit about Claressa, and they hate that dark-skinned woman more than they hate you. That's all that is. That is all that is. And this is why Claressa can sell out. So when you sit up and say she don't have no opponent, but she can sell out arenas, and you can't. So if you're fighting all these deadly and dangerous opponents, why are y'all fighting in Pee-wee's Playhouses and these little small-ass garage-looking buildings? Why? Why can't y'all get that many 14,000 people? Why can't y'all get that number? Why can't y'all do that? Why without a stacked card can Claressa do that, but y'all can't? Like, see, and the thing about it is, once again, just like in men's sports, it's always black men tearing each other down. Women's sports, I told y'all the same thing. It's always black women. It's always black women. It's like Caitlin Clark versus every black female player in the fucking WNBA. Right? Think about it. I'm talking about people coming to her defense. Caitlin Clark can do whatever. Oh, she's a perfect little angel out there. They can take a bum-ass player that scores 9 points per game, and this is a starter, not a bench player, and get a shoe deal. Somehow, black folks just don't get it. Like, it's like, no. Let's fight and make some money, but let's do it the right way. The backstabbing, the backdoor stuff, nah, I don't respect that. It's simple. If it's not for my sake, you're doing what you do. The whole thing is you're showing who you really are. Everything that you say and do that people applaud today, tomorrow they will use that shit against you and tell you how you're a fake snake. They'll call you a token, you're a coon, you sold out your own. I'm telling you, all the things that you get this praise for. But see, today it's all about let's embrace the evils of men and women. Nah, that's not where I stand. And pretty much, for you to sit up here and make that excuse about experience when pretty much Caroline and Elif Tehran are pretty much parallel with their careers as far as experience and all that. Because, but at the same time, you know what the eye test shows? The eye test, what separates them is the eye test. Clearly, Caroline Dubois is way better than Elif Tehran. And in your own interview, the fact that you pretty much dismiss her being dangerous because she's wild and she has power, pretty much that's it. No footwork, no nothing. So everything I said about her, basically, everybody see it. Everybody see it. The people from Istanbul, Turkey is going to go, oh, Elif Tehran, yes, of course. That's their countrymen. Of course. And like I said, I'm not saying that Alycia shouldn't fight her and go take her belt. But what I'm saying is, you sound really stupid trying to be dismissive of Caroline Dubois, who definitely is that chick that you should be fighting. And the fact that you won't come out your face and say, yeah, I want to beat this shit out of Caroline Dubois. It's like you're avoiding saying her name, and you hate when people bring her name up. Now, I don't know where you motherfuckers are from, but from where I'm from, that's some punk shit. Oh, you wanna pick and choose who you fight, but you don't. Yeah, but you gonna fight somebody that's experience-wise, they're similar. Rounds fought similar. I mean, Caroline has more, 90 to 73, but Elif has a little bit more time in the ring. But who's the more polished, far more skilled, much better fighter? Caroline Dubois, by far. So how the hell is Caroline not on your level, but Elif Tehran is? You know that Elif Tehran is not on your level. Worst case scenario for Alycia is this happens to be a banana peel fight. And I'm hoping she go in there and smoke this chick. I'm hoping that Caroline smoke this chick that she's fighting and basically they can get this fight. However it go, bottom line, I want to see both of them win so they can fight each other. I mean, that's all. We just want to see the best fight the best. I'm not no fan of nobody. I'm not jumping up and down out my seat and all that bullshit. Like, nah, I just sit here, chill, watch the fighting. Hey, that was a good fight. Hey, what y'all want to do now? That's pretty much how that works with me. I'm not sitting up here, I want to go on her DMs and give her advice. And I want to talk to them. Nah, I don't, nah. We're all just human beings, that's all. Some of us just do different things. Case in point, though, Elif Tehran is not Caroline Dubois. And you know that. And you should be ashamed of yourself, the fact that you're trying to make it seem like she is. I mean, I would have just said, listen, she has a belt, and I want it. Caroline Dubois has a belt, and I want it. You understand what I'm saying? And if my team is a part of me saying that, trying to dismiss Caroline Dubois, I'm not with that shit. But if I'm going to do it, I'm not gonna dismiss her. You're going to tell me they can control the words that come out of your mouth. I'm not going to try to make her like she's some bum. Nah, I'm going to give credit where it's due. It's one fight at a time. That's all. I'm going to bust that ass. And see, that's the problem, Alycia. See, Caroline is coming to bust that sweet ass. That's the problem. She wants the smoke. You clearly don't. There is nothing that you can say in a negative light about Caroline that makes sense. Nothing. There is no excuse for not fighting her. So the most that you can honestly say is that it's coming. That's it. It's coming. We're going to fight. But I guess you don't want to put your foot in your mouth and say that and then all of a sudden, no fight. I don't know what's going on with these fighters, man. But, y'all have a very weird way of trying to dismiss fighters that are actually legit fighters in contention for your titles. Just for the thrill of competition. If you were willing to go up to 147 pounds like you claim to fight Claressa Shields for no title, well, if the idea is to be undisputed, why wouldn't you fight Caroline Dubois, who already has 2 pieces of the puzzle, right? Just saying, y'all. It's all BS and it's not necessary. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys right now. Catch you guys on the next video.
Stay down! I told you I'd take it! You actually came!